Hey guys, Weird over here. So I'm hosting an event where you can participate in my second fan-made trailer. If you followed my Twitter, or X in this case since it's changed to that now. Last week I announced where you can sign up by filling out a form, and I gave a week's time span for signups. Also, heads up, if I sound tired, I just woke up and I have coffee right next to me, so yeah, bear with me. But anyways, this video is going to cover up the requirements needed, but I'll have the info up on my Discord server as well. If you happen to miss the signups and you really want to participate, feel free to DM me, whether on Discord or Twitter. I'm more than willing to communicate. Regarding what should you record, if you've seen a list of examples while filling out the form, there are many ways to go about it. You can record story cutscenes, any scenes that involve your character the most, story battle scenes like the Arcs versus Dark Falls, for example, Amsvera, Renesvera, and all that stuff. You can also use the built-in character intro from the character select menu, since that's only your character alone. The next thing you can do is class showcases if you want to show any photon arts of your favorite class, photon blasts, active skills, etc. The seal exploration works as well with puzzles, fighting bosses like Huno and Ragni, certain buffs like attack speed, and all that stuff. The creative spaces are allowed. Roleplay is allowed too, as long as it's safe for work. Anything that's not safe for work I'm not gonna take it. And if you'd like me to check out your creative space, feel free to let me know. I can visit on any ship, and if it looks good, I'll shoot a recording. For the sound effects, you can include your character's voices, though it's probably better to do English voices than JP dub, since a lot of us are playing in the global servers, not the JP servers, so yeah, it only makes sense that way. You can also include your own voiceovers as well if you're into voice acting. There is already some requested, and I think it's a really cool idea. I'm already working with one other person because of a few examples they showed me, and I'm quite impressed by it so far. The battle sound effects is allowed, but the background music must be turned off. It'll be difficult if I want to add your sound effects with background noises, and if that occurs, it'll be muted if I hear any of this. Only because I have music playing already, so if there's background music in your clips and I try to override it with mine, you can already see the issues there. So yeah. You can do cosplays as well, but I'd rather have this focused on the NGS casts, like Crawford, Glenn, Dozer, Manon, Aina, Nadara, etc. The game has a built-in camera system as well, and it would be amazing if there was flashy shots of your character doing some action, whether it's emotes, combats, and group activities, or any close-up shots within the interactions of your character in creative spaces. The close-up shots are much appreciated in any recording. I don't mind if it's just standard gameplay, but it might be hard to work around that if I want close-up shots. And close-up shots usually stand out the most, so yeah. I'll provide an example of what I'm technically looking for at the end of this video, and I also planned for this to be a 3-week process. So like 1 week of signups and then 2 weeks of productions, maybe 3, because everyone needs time to record their stuff, right? So there's no need to rush. But anyways, the format will be similar to my previous trailer. The video resolution must be 1920 by 1080, or at your highest possible. 1080p would suffice. I would prefer the videos to be in an MP4 format, since it's a bit easier for me to edit that way. Sorry about that, I needed a drink of my coffee. The clips recordings should be 10 minutes max, unless negotiable. You can send multiple clips if they're broken down to specific parts, but yeah. The user interface should be hidden for best experiences. If you don't know how to do that, it's /UI off and then space and then the amount of seconds. So it'd be like /UI off 30 for 30 seconds, /UI off space 90 seconds, 120 seconds, 300 seconds, etc. Again, like I mentioned earlier, the background must be off, and the sound effects are allowed along with voiceovers. If you can make use of the built-in camera inside NGS, you can do a lot of things with it. You can actually set shortcuts for different angles and switch in between with macros. And I think Thrift had a video of that, I don't remember. But for recording, I recommend using OBS Studio, or if you use NVIDIA, The NVIDIA Shadow Play works just as well, as long as you set the video format to MP4. And if you're recording through OBS Studio, you can increase the bitrate of your recordings to make your videos look more crisp. How I usually do mine, I have mine set to like 60K bitrate, and whenever I record, it's always very crisp because of the 60K bitrate I set it as. The highest graphics settings would be appreciated, but if you can't do that, that's okay. I'd rather you not fry your graphics card or console just for this. And as for sending the clips, there's multiple ways. You can send the recordings to my email. I'll list them down in the descriptions. So when you submit them, make sure you submit your IGN, your ship number, if you used creative spaces, yes or no, and what class did you use. You can also DM me the recordings on Discord, as long as you zip your recordings in that folder to avoid large video sizes. And I believe doing it this way won't affect the quality of your recordings. That's like the one thing I'm worried about, but I hope that works. But yeah, if you have any questions, feel free to comment below. DM me on Twitter or X. I'm not used to calling it X still. And Discord. Though Discord I have message requests on to prevent getting hacked, because I've been hacked before and it's not pretty. And yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing your clips, and I can't wait to add them to the trailer to show its potential. And with that, I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you all in the next one. Now time for a 30-second example.